guys wanted to come back, and damn it, this team is getting me all kinds of fired up. I mentioned in the last video, and if you haven't checked it out, please go do so, because the title says itself. I'm done on being Team Tank. Because watching what this team can do, it's something special. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go out there and win an NBA freaking championship. Not the case. But this very young and still very hurt team beat the Miami Heat there a few days ago. Now, they welcome in the Indiana Pacers, a team who hasn't been playing very well. Going into play, had lost 3 in a row. They're 9-13. But the Eastern Conference isn't all that great. And you can clearly see from the way the Raptors have been playing, they're starting to figure something out. They were able to hang on for dear life, but get the win against Miami and somehow find a way to close that game out, even though he blew a double-digit lead. Whereas earlier in the year, we were talking about, double-digit leads with 4 minutes to go, and they just somehow find ways to lose them. Today, a very different story, and a much better one, if you ask me. Let's break this thing down. First off, the first half for the Toronto Raptors was incredible. They win the first quarter 31-23. The defensive intensity in the first half for this Raptor team was outstanding. Going up against the Pacers team, who offensively are very good. They're 10th in the league in points per game. They're 4th in the league in field goal percentage. They're 10th in pace. They get out and run a ton. So, if that's the case, if you're the Toronto Raptors, trying to turn the ball over a lot. Well, they turned it over 21 times. However, with how active the Raptors defensively were, the Pacers turned the ball over 20 times. And first quarter, you won by 8, 31-23. Nice start. Second quarter, you continue to build on. You win that quarter 34-25. And you were up what? 17, 16, something like that. About 15. At halftime. You're feeling good. But how are the Raptors going to come out in the third quarter? Well, they didn't stop. At one point, the Raptors, I believe, led by 24 in this basketball game in the third quarter. But then they hit a wall. The offense started to dry up, and they had trouble getting stops. Halliburton got hot. Miles Turner was hitting some corner threes, and you're like, oh boy, the lead is starting to dwindle. And they win the third quarter 36-28. Now, take this in. The Raptors scored 28 in the third quarter, 13 of which were Scottie Barnes alone. He kept that team as afloat as he could in that third quarter, and you're going into the fourth now with an under 10-point lead. I think it was a 9-point lead, I believe, going into the fourth. Not where you want to be, and the butts are clenched. And we've seen this story before. 9-point lead in the fourth quarter, going up against a team who shoots very well, and the Raptors' clutch stuff has not been very good this year. And at one point, I believe the lead came down to 3. I could be maybe even 2 at one point. But they bend, and boy did they bend. But they never broke in the game. The Pacers never led. And every time they made it that close, the Raptors punched back. More or less, Scottie Barnes leading the charge. Because he went off the court at one point in the fourth quarter, and the lead started to go down to basically nothing. He comes back in, gets the really big and one to go, and he made some big-time plays, Scottie B, today. Career high 35 points for Scottie Barnes today. He was the best player on the floor. I get it. Halliburton had, what did he have, 30? Shot 10 of 16. Sure, good for him. But Scottie Barnes was the best player on the floor today, bar none. And Raptor fans, you look at Pascal Siakam, fouled out and had 13 points and 6 boards and 4-13 shooting. Pascal was a team low, minus 22. Just going to leave that out there. And in the fourth quarter, again, when you were only up by 9 and the lead had dwindled, you win the fourth quarter by 2, 29-27, to win 122-111 over the Indiana Pacers. And just like that, the Raptors have won 2 in a row. Just like that, the Raptors have won 3 of their last 4 games. Yeah, they beat the Pelicans, whatever, but you beat the crap out of them, as you were supposed to. You beat the Heat on Sunday, and today, you beat the Pacers. Now, Thursday gets very, very difficult. We'll talk about that in a little bit, though. But let's break down these player stats, shall we? Ochai Agbaji. I mean, I'm loving the kid. I am flat out loving this kid. Where are we at now with Ochai? 21 games going into play today, 19 starts. He's averaging 12 a game, shooting 53% from the field and 47% from three-point range. And today, he knocked down 13, so basically his season average, 3 boards, couple assists, shot 5 of 7 from the field, and I don't know, that's the perfect 3 of 3 from distance. Remember last year, let me see if I can pull up his career stats. Do they have percentages on here? They do. Last year, in 27 games, 18 starts, a lot of those obviously with the Raptors, he shot 39% from field and 21% from 3 and 61% from the line. So far this season, and, a little bit less sample size, obviously, 5 less games. He's averaging almost double points per game. He's averaging about a 0.8 of an assist more per game. 1.2 rebounds a game. About the same steals per game. He's shooting not 39% from field, 53% from field, 21% from 3, up to 47% from 3. And that's going into play today. Yeah, he went 3 of 3. And also 70% from the line where he shot 61 last year. The development of Ochai Agbaji has been outstanding. He's only 24 years of age. It is very exciting to see what this young fella has in store for us. He's never going to be a guy that's going to try and create his own shot and be the guy. No. But as a complementary piece, he's a great player to have. And obviously a great defender who picks up more or less the big option on the other side. He's been outstanding for this team. RJ Barrett, back-to-back games where he's just been incredibly efficient. 29, 9, and 5. 9 of 16 from the field. 9 of 12 from the free throw line. Knocked down a couple threes. Did have 5 turnovers. Him and Scottie combined for 12 turnovers by themselves. 12 of the 21. But that's things they're going to start to clean up. You hear the post-game interview after the game with Scottie and RJ. Scottie mentioned the turnovers. RJ's like, forget about that stuff. We just kicked ass. I'm like, I don't blame him, but agreed. 5 turnovers for RJ, but a +6 on the floor. He was outstanding. Jakob Poeltl just doing his thing. Right, double machine, 17, 10, and 4, 7 of 10 from the field, perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Going into play today, Jakob Poeltl has shot just under 60% from the free throw line. No, that's from the field, 63.5% from the free throw line. Perfect 3 of 3 today. It'll be about 65% from the free throw line this year. That is, what did he have last year? 55, basically 10% higher, which is massive for your big. You're not going to get a lot of, was it Hacky Yak or whatever it was for Jakob Poeltl. Did have a steal and 2 blocks in the game as well, a +18 while he was on the floor. Scottie Barnes, obviously the MVP in today's ball game, 36, 6, and 9. 13 of 20 from the field, 6 of 8 from the from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from distance, had a steal and a block, did have the 7 turnovers, but a +18 on the floor. Outstanding stuff from Scottie. And you could tell he wanted this game. Even after the game, he's getting fired up, screaming, bumping. Was Davion Mitchell he's getting all fired up with, right? He wanted this game. Going up against Pascal Siakam, he wanted it, and boy, did he get it. Now, Jacoby Walter started the game, got into foul trouble, struggled. 2 points, 1 of 6 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3. This is where you miss a guy like Grady Dick, right? If you're going to have Scottie play the point, you have Grady at the 2. Things are going to get crazy with that. He was a what? Whoa. Words, man. He was a +15 on the floor with Jacoby Walter, so he didn't hurt you out there. Bench-wise, I thought Davion Mitchell's energy, as per usual, is going to be off the charts. Chris Boucher, watching him chuck up threes is just painful to watch. Just got to say that. And Mogbo, just energy. Yeah, 1 of 3 from the field, 3 points in 14 minutes. It was a -5 on the floor, but the couple he had 3 steals, right? Yeah. The 2 of which, where it's literally just a guy sitting outside the 3-point line and he's just all over him, strips him. 1 led to, was it a 3? I can't remember. And then 1, he stole himself and went down and got a layup to go. So great job overall from Jonathan Mogbo. Liked his energy as per usual. And the Raptors win again, guys. 2 in a row. I'm off the tank, and here we go. Problem, though, your next game is at home, so you're fine, against one of the best teams, the best team in the Western Conference right now in the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander makes his trip to Toronto, his lone trip home to Toronto, What do we got injuries-wise for them? Alex Caruso's out, remains out Tuesday versus Utah. So, again, sounds like it's a day-to-day type of thing for him. We'll see if he plays against us. The big Jalen Williams, the not-so-good Jalen, he's been out all year. He hasn't played at all this season. Chet's out. But they have Hartenstein. I don't know. Raptor fans, look, I've loved these last 2 games, but this game here, regardless of how the Raptors play, gives me the Cavalier games vibes. Now, I'd love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong if this Raptor team to go out there, play hard, and maybe make a statement and get a win. I don't know. It's going to be tricky, but we'll see. This team is playing confident right now. They're playing with a little swagger, and who knows, Grady Dick might be back in action there on Thursday against OKC. We'll see, though, all right? So, you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and, of course, the game today, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Raptors? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and, of course, TikTok is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow night as the boys in blue and white host the Nashville Predators at Scotiabank Arena at 7:30 there. And as for the Raptors, we've talked about it. They're back in action on Thursday night, welcoming in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder to town. 7:30 tip-off on Thursday. Looking to make it 3 in a row, maybe. I don't know. Gonna be tough, though. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game today. Talk to you guys then.